So in the last tutorial that I did, we covered series, and then I reached my goal of getting a 42 in KPDR. I wasn't waiting to do that before continuing, but now that it's happened, I'm definitely continuing the KPDR tutorial. So today we're going to talk about Crateria, probably just Crateria, depending on how long it takes. Go from there. So when you first land on planet Zebus, yes, pronounce it Zebus. Samus comes out of her ship and you want to hold left. You can do some pumps if you want, but don't pump too much or else you might fall off the ship. I'm trying to get a good... There we go. So don't do that. I usually just do like 1 or 2 pumps right here. And then the golden rule, like I mentioned in the general movement tutorial, is only ever pump when you're on flat ground or going up slopes, never down. So in this room specifically, what that looks like is a couple pumps, pump, 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 shoot. You want to shoot kind of as Samus is passing this thing in the background here. I look at this this curve in the background. That's when I shoot, and it hits the door. And shoot. Oh, that was early. I'm amazing. Anyway, so you can just hold angle up and shoot there. That will open the door early for you, and then you can just run on through. If this is a general rule in speedrunning Super Metroid, if you bonk the door, you're gonna lose some time. So you don't want to shoot too late, or you'll bonk the door. You don't want to shoot too early, or you'll miss the door. See, that still hit. What the heck? You'll miss the door, like that. You have to shoot and go through. So, one last time. Couple pumps. Coming off the ship. Pump, 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 shoot. And here we are in Parlor. Alright, Parlor is kind of more of the same. I usually do 1 pump out of the door. You can just hold angle up and then release, or hold shoot. Then you want to pump on the way up the slope, and on top of the slope, and then you want to stop pumping as you're running down the slope, or you'll fall like that. That's bad. Do a jump from the top of this mound down through this gap. You want to land right here. And then, assuming that you're doing moonfalls, you want to do moonfall here. You want to weave past this right here, then turn left. But not too early or you'll bonk here. You want to land on this platform right here. And then you can do one of 2 things. The faster strat is to go off the left side of the platform and then down back to the right. Shoot on your way down so that your shot passes the right side of the platform and opens the door. And then after that, you can do a turnaround down back. So you basically let go of the D-pad. You push left and then you push down and right to do an opposite direction down back. This strat is pretty advanced, honestly. And if I were you, instead, I'd go down here like that. So the way that works, you're just doing 1 down back right here to get through this gap right here, because if you just run off and hold left, you're gonna bonk. So do a down back, and then you just release your down back. You can shoot, and then you can just hold left, I think. You fall into the next room, the climb room. If you're not doing a moonfall, then you just want to do a spin jump fall down this way, and then the same thing. That's all it is. I honestly, if I were you, even I mentioned this in the general movement tutorial. I would learn to run this game with moonwalk on, whether you're going to moonfall or not. But if you're already using moonwalk, you may as well moonfall as well. Even if you're not using it in Parlor in this room, there are definitely moonfall strats that you can do that will save you a significant amount of time. Like this one right here in climb. So, yeah. So again, pump, 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 jump, moonfall. I go left, double down back through the door. The time to shoot for, yes, you can see the room times. The time to shoot for with that strat is a sub 8. So we got an 801. That's not bad necessarily, but you know that you did the strat really well if you can get a sub 8. So 757 is pretty dang good. One last thing to note: if you're looking for frame savers, you don't want to see a wall jump check from Samus on the way down while you're going to the left, because you want to land as far left on this platform as possible without actually landing on this platform. The reason being, Samus can then run off this platform more quickly and finish the room more quickly that way. If you are not moonfalling, it actually doesn't matter whether you go right or left, because the fall speed is basically the same, where landing on the right side of the platform takes the same amount of time as landing on the left. But with a moonfall, optimally you want to land on the left side of the platform and do the double down back. That was too far left. We landed on this platform here. That's bad. That's bad because we jumped too early, so we bonked here. That was alright. Yeah, 801. I'll do it one more time. $757. Okay. Alright, time for climb down. I guess this is a good time to talk about my intent with this tutorial. I want to cover the faster strats, not necessarily always the fastest, because I'm not a KPDR expert. Well, Zenny, if you're not an expert, why are you doing a tutorial? Well, because people have been asking me to do a tutorial, and I have a pretty dang good time. So there are definitely some strats that I won't be covering that I know like MGA does in his runs and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be trying to go over the fastest / faster strats that I know, and then I'll go over any like more beginner friendly strats also that I know, and then I'll move on to the next room. So what that means for climb is the first thing that we're going to talk about is the fastest way through this room, which is to immediately moonfall and then do a weave through the platforms up the top. So you go to the right of this platform, and then you go to the left of this one, and then immediately back right. And that can save you some time over the slower moonfall strat. The reason being, the slower moonfall strat has you walk clear to the edge of the platform and then moonfall down from the top like that. You must have done a flatly there. So basically you're losing the time that it takes you to moonwalk with the slower one compared to just immediately doing the moonfall. If you're not moonfalling, you just want to do a spin jump and you want to count to 6 platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you go left, back right, down and through. So, that should honestly cover climb. There's not a whole lot to it. Well, okay, there are a couple more things. So in order to make it through, you'll notice that I'm clipping through a platform right here. In order to make it through this platform, you need to be aiming down. As long as you do it from the top of the room, you just need to be aiming down, and that will get you through the platform. We also shoot. I can do it again. We also shoot because that opens the door earlier so that we can run through it without waiting for it. And I am so bad at this. So we wait just a little bit for the door. Yeah, if you bonk, like here for example, you can still make it through the platform, but not the normal way. So we're gonna bonk here. See, even though we were aiming down, we still bonked there. To avoid that, you either need to do a turnaround, or you can stay in spin and then go through. Is there a spreadsheet / doc where we can get room times that we should be shooting for? Not one that I have a link for. I think that exists for some categories, not necessarily for others. There probably is one for KPDR, but I have no idea where it is. You can ask for it in the Discord though. There might be one in the Discord. So yeah, if you bonk, like let's say you bonk here, just do a turnaround like this. Or, oops, or stay in spin. That didn't work apparently. Maybe staying in spin only works from these higher ones. Nope. So maybe staying in spin only works from this top one. I guess. See, so the turnaround's better. Ha! Take that. Anyway, this room, you're looking for high 3x. High 3.5x, or low 3.5x. You can get a 3.449 or something with some well-placed shots and or a moonwalk run through, but we're not going to cover that. There's a 3.51. All right, pit room. This room, really, you're just running and jumping across platforms. I do pumps. 1, 2. So I do some pumps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Shoot. You don't have to pump if you don't want to, but I would recommend ledge grabbing at least. So that's a 435 with no ledge grabs compared to 427 with ledge grabs. And 422 with pumps. Okay. If you fall, try not to panic. Just jump back up. What I like to do is, you can technically jump up like that. You can jump up through the gap and get on the next platform and then keep going. Something else that you can do is you can jump onto one of these middle platforms and then do a down grab, a gap skip basically, where you run and then you aim down to skip the gap to land on the far left of the next platform and then keep going. Falling in this room is pretty bad, but when you're a beginner, like, it's just gonna happen. Like even as somebody who's been running this game nonstop for 5 years, I still fall in pit room sometimes. So if it happens, just don't panic. Just jump back up and keep going. All right. And then you want to hold an angle so that you stop on a dime on the elevator. And going down. All right. So here you want to jump from the edge of this platform all the way to the top right here. You want to ledge grab here, and then you want to do a short hop spin jump from the middle of this platform down onto this statue right here. Alternatively, you can also run off and do a down back, but that's slower. If you just run off and hold left, you're gonna fall down like this. But if you're in spin, or if you do a down back, you'll make it onto the statue. That's what you want. You want to make it onto the statue. If you jump too high with your spin jump, you will still make it, but you're going to be losing a lot of time. Music's being kind of weird right now. I don't know what's going on with it. But yeah, if you jump too early, you're going to fall. And if you do a high spin jump but later, why did it work the first time? That's really weird. Okay, so you won't usually make it, I guess. So yeah, do a shorter spin jump here. Get onto this this statue. All right, now this is one exception where I'm going to talk about the easier strat first, and then I'm going to talk about optimizing this morph ball grab. Somebody in the community named Drewski has actually done a lot of optimization with this morph ball grab and the rest of the room after. I'm not going to be covering everything that he talked about. I don't think. Maybe I will. I'll decide in a minute. But basically, the main thing here is that you want to grab this morphing ball with a wall jump check. Okay. And what that means is, come on, we are turning around before we actually touch the morph ball. So that time I didn't try to do the wall jump check at all, but there we go. So see how we've turned around and Samus isn't technically touching the morphing ball, but we still got it. That is because we're using a wall jump check, which basically extends Samus's hitbox detection behind her to check and see if there's a wall that she can wall jump off of. This mechanism can be used to grab items early and to activate doors early. So this is the first time that we take advantage of that to save some time. Now what most people do here is they'll do a wall jump. I don't know if I can even do it anymore because it's been so long. They'll do a wall jump off of this platform, back onto the statue. Okay. Then they shoot out the block. And then you run off, morph, and roll through. Like that, basically. You want to try and shoot the block before you actually get down there. Because if you get down and then have to shoot it, then you're waiting. You're waiting the time that it takes for you to crouch and shoot and then morph and roll through. So you want to shoot it early if you can. Like that. And then just morph before landing and then roll through. And then from there, you unmorph basically as soon as you come out of this. Run, do a short hop ledge grab here, do arm pumps. Arm pump through the rest of the room. You want to shoot this door early, kind of like we did in the ship room. And then you want to jump up and through the door. We will talk about this room more in a minute. So, Optimizing the morph ball grab. So let's just look at this. So doing the wall jump, we got a 1634. Okay, or we could just check the elevator. Check the elevator. 1405. Dude, the music is like being really wonky. This is really strange. 1405. I think we got a 1403 as well. Another 1405. So, 1401. Okay. If we instead do kind of a higher grab on this morph ball. Dude, this is really bugging me. I'm sorry. Maybe if we toggle it, that'll fix it. Maybe. Hello? Now it's just not turning on at all. I don't know what to do. This is gonna be the best tutorial ever. Okay. I would say that I'm gonna edit that out, but I probably won't. If you grab the morph ball high enough, you can then land on this platform without doing a wall jump. Oh, still doing it. And that saves some time. So that's a 1356 instead of a 140, what was it, a 1401 was our best. 1347. $13.48. Now, what if you miss it and you fall down like this? Well, you're gonna lose some time. Even compared to the wall jump, you'll lose some time, but it's not that big of a deal. You just jump up, shoot the block out from the platform, and then go on your merry way. If you happen to do that sort of a thing, you can either back up by just doing the wall jump, or you can be stubborn like me and continually try to do it and be like, why isn't it grabbing? And you get mad and you reset. If your grab is high enough and far enough to the right, you can actually buffer an angle input and a right input, and you'll land even earlier on the statue, which is, again, even slightly faster. But you're also more likely not to get it and to fall down like this. So that's sort of something you just need to get a feel for. If it's gonna work or not. 1353. That's not gonna work. 1354. That was a late elevator. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'll talk about the things that Drewski brought up in his video too. Actually, a lot of these methods were originally found by Snick, I believe. Snick is the one that referred me to the wall jump check, the higher grab and landing on the platform in the first place. You can buffer down and right on the D-pad instead of angle down. And then as you run off the platform with down and right buffered, just push down one more time. And Samus will sort of do like a moving morph instead of a straight down morph. That can save some frames too. Personally, I don't actually like that because it doesn't save very much time when I've tried to do it, but it is technically faster. So really it's just a matter of figuring out whatever is most comfortable for you. 1348. Or if you're really crazy, you can do a mock ball, a short hop mock ball from this statue. Oops. From the statue under the gap. Now, as you saw, when I was trying to do it here, I was bouncing, and that's because it's like impossible to do. But it is technically, if you can do it, technically fastest. You need to get like a 1-frame jump and then mock on through. I think that was it, maybe. Anyway, I really like this higher wall jump grab. Wall jump check grab. And then you come on, like I said, you roll on through the tunnel here. Arm pumps. Shoot the door early. Spin jump through. Okay. This room is going to change a little bit depending on what strat you're doing. The faster strat, and my recommended strat, is to land, crouch, shoot, morph. Roll through, down back, shoot twice, morph as you land, roll to the left, unmorph, shoot, run through. Okay? So again, you land, shoot, you land, crouch, shoot, morph. As soon as you are able to, basically, you want to unmorph inside of the gap, move to the right, down back. Once you're aiming down and you're flush with this block right here, that's when you want to shoot. That will break those two blocks, and then you just shoot again. You can just hold shoot there, actually. See that? So I'm not even pressing shoot twice, I'm just holding shoot. Breaks both blocks. Then you morph. Roll to the left. Something you can do, technically, is you can hold shoot as you're rolling to the left, and then Samus will shoot on the first frame that she can as she unmorphs. That's something that I've been meaning to implement for a long time, and I still haven't. Reason being, I don't know why. But, yeah, that's the fast strat. And that's basically what it looks like. If you shoot too early, that will happen. Where you'll just shoot and the shot will get blocked by the platform up there. So you want to make sure that you wait to shoot until after you crouch. And then you can unmorph either with up or jump. I usually use up, but jump is more comfortable for a lot of people. And then you want to make sure that you don't bonk the door as you run through. Okay. Alternatively, if you don't want to do the down back strat, there is another strat that you can do here. It involves opening the door early and then ledge grabbing instead of jumping all the way through. And then I don't remember if people jump through the door or they just run through the door. But basically you want to come up here, you want to shoot. They must jump through the door. They gotta jump through the door. It seems better. Jump through the door. You want to shoot out these blocks and then go like that. It's a little slower than the down back. You can jump through and bonk your head, that makes sense. So you jump through, bonk your head. Don't gap skip, that's bad. And then run through. So you're probably losing 5 to 10 frames doing this based on what I'm seeing here, which really isn't bad. I'm not sure how many frames it loses in the previous room. But yeah. This is what people that don't have angle down mapped have to do, by the way. But that couldn't apply to anybody watching this, because everybody uses angle down these days, right? Alright. One more time here. Jump through the door. Land, shoot, down, back, shoot twice. Morph and run through. Alright, this one's really basic. Hold shoot, turn, hold shoot, jump, mock ball. That's it. So hold shoot, turn before you hit the missile. You'll see Samus facing forward, or at least having started her turn animation. As long as you see that, you can hold shoot in the menu and hold right, and she'll automatically buffer a shot after the menu. And then you just want to do a late jump, short hop mock ball, which again, short hop mock ball involves, and we'll talk more about mock balls in a bit, but that involves jumping, releasing jump, repressing jump immediately, and then rolling on through. If you aren't comfortable with that yet, you can technically just morph and roll like this. Okay, you don't want to bonk the door though. Bonking the door is bad. And I think that covers it. You also don't want to wall jump check this item. I see some people doing that. I think it's technically optimal for tasks, but it's not good for humans, from what I recall. Yeah, so we got a 248 doing it. That's a 250. 247, where just the turn, that's a 242. 241. Alright, that's it for that room. Pretty basic. Okay. Next up, I actually am not qualified to talk about the fastest strat through this room because I'm really bad at it. Ruya does it. So you can go see what Ruya does if you want to see what the fastest strat through this room is. But what I do, and it's only frames slower really, you want to roll through, if possible you want to be facing left when you unmorph, but if you're facing right, that's not a big deal. The main thing is you don't want to roll all the way to the right, like that, that's bad. You want to unmorph just as you're outside of the gap, and then you want to jump up. You can either do a spin jump ledge grab, like this, or you can do a straight jump down grab, like that. You want to do a spin jump up grab onto this block, and when I say up grab, basically the same as a ledge grab, only you're extending Samus's hitbox by aiming up. That's all it is. Up grab, shoot, jump, morph, hold left, you'll get through this gap here. Shoot the door and run through. $246. 249. 249. Anyway. And that's it for that room. Again, a lot of these rooms, it's weird because they're not easy to do fast, but they're not overly complex either. So you're gonna find yourself losing a bunch of time in early game, and it's because the rooms are just hard to do fast because they're really input intensive. You don't, like, there's no danger, you know, so it's not difficult in that sense. It's just that it's hard to do these inputs quickly. But that's just how this game is sometimes. So, Gorbonk. Gorbonk is bad, don't Gorbonk. Drewski would like to remind everybody that he's a cheater and somehow beats all of my room times by 10 plus frames. Like it's nothing. What a cheater, dude. Anyway. Yeah, so that's it for that room. And then just arm pump, just run off the sledge, arm pump, jump onto this elevator. Oops. And then hold an angle to ledge grab, basically, and push up as soon as you land. If you're too far to the right, you're going to be on an oscillator where sometimes it will grab the elevator and sometimes it won't, just depending on what frame you do it. So you saw Samus aim up there, and that can happen multiple times if you're not far enough to the left. So if you want to be safe, make sure that you're landing so that Samus is completely on the elevator. And then push up. Alright. Pit room again. Before the pit room, for the top of the elevator, I just hold shoot and left, and then I do a stutter. So I hold left on the D-pad, and then I release it and repress it. And run through. That's what I've found to be most consistent for the next room for me. I think technically, optimally, what you want to do instead is time your dash press with a holding left and then pressing dash. So yeah, we're getting like 230, 231, where with the stutter we're getting 236, 235. But I was having a lot of trouble in the next room when I was doing just the timing your dash press. So basically test it both ways and find out what is most comfortable for you. So okay. So reverse pit room. Suddenly there are pirates. We can't get out of this room unless we kill all of these pirates, which makes everything just a bit harder. Man, the music is really tripping me out, dude. It really is. Oh well. Can you guys still hear me okay? Or do I need to, like, adjust audio balance? It's fine. Very clear. Okay, good. Well, that's the room. That's the fastest, well, okay, not technically the fastest. That's the faster way to do this room. So you hold shoot as you're running out of the door, you jump across, you turn around and you shoot this pirate on the wall. Then you turn back around, shoot again. That pirate will have shot its laser at you. You use that laser to do a deboost, like that. So you basically do a little jump. You release jump and then repress it so you can do a deboost after turning around. You deboost onto this platform. Then you do a gap skip onto this. Gap skip. Then you run, jump across, shoot one more time to kill the pirate. Run, jump, shoot, open the door. Run, wall jump check into the next room. I know I just made it sound way less crazy hard than it is, but that's just kind of breaking down the inputs for this room. What a beginner would probably do instead, and what I would recommend if you're just getting into running this game, hold shoot and up as you come out of this door, and then kill that pirate like that, and then just run and jump across and shoot all these pirates. Don't worry about doing any deboost shenanigans or anything like that. This is going to be the hardest jump right here because you have less run speed, so it's a bit harder to figure out, you know, how to do that jump correctly. But that's the idea behind the room. And again, if you fall, don't panic. Just jump back up, do a gap skip or whatever you need to do to get going again, and go through. The difference between these strats is like 50 frames, maybe a second. So it is a difference for sure. But again, if you're just barely like starting to run this game, and this is the tutorial that you're using to learn how to run this game, don't try and do this run through jump deboost stuff. Like just don't worry about that right now. That's kind of above where you need to be shooting for. Instead, just take this room kind of slow like that. And it's really not that bad. Consistency over speed is something that a lot of runners subscribe to, and even I used to always go for the most optimal strat every time, no exceptions, blah blah blah. Even I've kind of adjusted that, and I focus more on going for the fastest strat unless I'm always failing it in runs, at which point I will instead opt to do something a little slower but more consistent. Alright. So that's pit room. And you can see I'm struggling to do this correctly. There we go. Wall jump check into the next room. And now we're going to talk about climb. We're going to talk about two different climb strats. So this one is the one that I do. It's the wall jump climb. The 1211, that's actually really good for a wall jump climb. The other one is the ledge grab climb, which I believe you do like this. Something like that. I obviously don't do this strat, so I'm not great at it. But the ledge grab climb is what Behemoth means, and he is very good at this game. So they're both totally viable for runs. But yeah. So for the wall jump climb, that's the one that I main and that I'm best at. So we're gonna spend a little more time talking about that. Yeah, there are a million different harder versions of both of these strats, and we're not going into that. We're just talking about the basic versions of these strats. So you want to do 3 wall jumps before you get to your first blue platform here. 1, 2, 3. You want to do an up grab onto this platform and shoot the pirate. Then you want to do 1, 2, 3, up grab, shoot on the next blue platform. 1, 2, up grab. 1, 2, 3, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, 3, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ledge grab onto this platform here in the middle. Then you can either ledge grab or wall jump off of this platform. So I do a wall jump into an up grab onto this platform. Then I shoot up. That opens the door. You heard it open the door. Then you do a wall jump off of the blue platform, ledge grab right here. And then I do a wall jump through the door, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. So again, 1, 2, 3, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, 3, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, up grab, shoot. This is a hero shot, meaning you need to kind of follow the shot a little bit. 3, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, up grab, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ledge grab, wall jump, up grab, wall jump, ledge grab, wall jump. If you do fall because you miss a ledge grab, you're gonna have to kill a pirate before you go back up. That's just kind of a general rule. And that sucks, but it just is how it is. Five, 1, 3. Okay, I do a wall jump through that door so that you can potentially then weave around and up grab, shoot on this platform. Let's talk more about that. 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay. What a lot of people will do is they will not wall jump through the door. Instead, they'll just do a spin jump, they hold jump through the door, and then they do a wall jump off of this platform up onto it like this. That's totally fine. It's only a teeny bit slower optimally. The reason I don't like it is because I have a really hard time doing a mini wall jump. Getting on the platform correctly. So, the risky part of doing this wall jump through the door, and I think this is gonna happen, yeah, sometimes you'll bonk. You won't actually make it around. And the way to tell, I wish, can I turn off, there's a way to turn off the menu background, yeah. But it messes up Samus's sprite here. Okay. There's this little light in the background here. So at the tip of my arm cannon, you see this little light in the background. Okay. I use that as a cue for whether Samus is going to make it around the platform or not. Basically, if she's further right, it will be centered above her head. And if she's further left, it won't be centered, and then you know she's gonna bonk. Really, the only way to figure that out is to do it over and over and get an eye for it. If you see that she's gonna bonk, instead of bonking, you're better off just stopping, landing, and then jumping up, okay? That's kind of why it's important to know which setup you got. So like there, we bonked. We should have just let go, landed on the door, and jumped up. But yeah, that's just something that will come through experience. Or you can just not go for it at all and do the wall jump here. That, okay? Parlor. This is the hardest easy room in the game. Meaning, it's really, really hard to do fast. But again, there's little to no danger here. And it's like 4 minutes into the run too. So the first thing we want to do is shoot the schemer. Well, we want to land on the platform, shoot the schemer. Then we want to jump up and get onto this platform. You can either do that with a down grab like that. You can do a spin jump ledge grab like that. You can do a straight jump and just land on it. Whatever you want to do. Next, we want to get to this platform, then this platform. Then if you're a crazy person, you can go right and then left. That's technically faster, but it's really hard to do that optimally. What I like to do instead is jump up, do a wall jump here, then here, ledge grab onto this platform, and then ledge grab here, 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 and then up here. Like that. Okay? You do not need to kill this schemer, but you can if you find yourself bonking it. You can kill the gamer. You can be like, get out of my way. And then you can jump up. Also, if you happen to not be full on energy here, so we have 99 energy. That's the number to the left of the 5 missiles. If you happen to not be full on energy here, you want to farm these gamers so that you are full. So you can farm that one. And if you're still not full, then you can farm this one. And if you're still not full, then you can farm this one. That should always get you to full. As long as you didn't, like, take a ton of damage and climb. Or the pit room. But that's the basics of Parlor on the way up. Then you want to do arm pumps. You want to do a little short hop mock ball into this tunnel. Do a safe state here. Arm pumps, short hop mock ball. I like to jump across this gap. It's technically a little faster if you do a later short hop mock ball. Like that. But I have done that way too many times in runs. Like that. So I just like to jump across the gap personally. And then you want to follow the wall down so that you're aligned with this wall on your way down. That will let you drop all the way to the bottom. Then you want to unmorph, shoot the door, and run through. So 1, 2, unmorph, shoot the door, and run through. If you're too far left, you're going to take a bonk from one of these particles that this scree drops. Boop. That's really bad. Because we want full energy going into Bomb Torizo, which is the first mini-boss that we're going to fight here in just a minute. If that does happen, there's some enemies in the next room that you can farm for energy. But if at all possible, you always just want to make sure that you're far enough right that you don't take a hit from that. And that covers it for this room. Alright. This room's pretty basic. Select your missiles. Optimally, well, technically not optimally, but the faster strat that I like to do, I look at these markings in the background, and underneath this one, I think it's the 4th one. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where I jump. Shoot twice on the way up, and then angle down, and shoot 3 more times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. Is the optimal time to unmorph while falling right before you hit the ground so you don't lose momentum from doing it too early? Yes, nobody. That is when you want to unmorph. Sorry, I did not cover that clearly. You can also just run and jump and open the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then run through. You're gonna lose a lot of time if you do that, but it's better than not having enough missiles to open the door. So just keep that in mind. And then again, we want to avoid bonking the door on the way in. Yeah, no problem. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right. Bombs. So the first thing here, we want to manipulate Bomb Torizo to immediately jump backwards when he wakes up. The way to do that is to pixel perfectly sit right here in Morph Ball. And you'll notice I'm just gonna stay here. He can't hit us at all when we're right here. He can't swipe at us. He can't do anything, and he always immediately jumps back. The way that you know that you're pixel perfectly aligned, there are these dots in the background that kind of like outline these panels, I guess, in the background. While you're holding angle up, not angle down. Angle down is different. While you're holding angle up, there will be no space between the back of Samus and the line of dots there. Angle down, there is a gap, so keep that in mind. So you wanna hold angle up, moonwalk backwards until there's no gap between the dots on the panel and Samus's back, and then just morph right there. And BT will automatically jump backwards as soon as the fight starts. What that does is it means that he will also spit out bombs as early as possible. Okay, we are going to turn music off because this song is really loud and it always makes it hard for me to explain things. Okay, as soon as he jumps backward, you want to unmorph and shoot him 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you want to aim up and shoot his bombs. And you want to kind of space your shots so that they don't all end up in the same clump like that. So I like to do 1 and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. See how that kind of spaced the missiles out there? 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. And then what you want to do is you want to jump and collect some of the missiles, but not all of them. That was bad because he only dropped 2 missile drops in total. And that's just going to happen sometimes because RNG. Then you want to shoot him with 4 missiles, and while he's doing that explodey animation, you want to jump up and collect more missiles. And then shoot him with 3 more missiles. And that will end the fight. If possible, you want to get out of the way so that his swipe doesn't hit you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. See how I positioned to the left there? That way when he did his swipe, it didn't actually hit Samus. That makes it so that all of the drops after the end of the fight will be missiles, which makes it much more likely that you'll be full on missiles when you leave the 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Run to the right of the room. Now what I do here is I wait for BT to disappear, and then after he's disappeared, I hold shoot. Samus will shoot twice, and then I run to the left after the second shot, and I hold angle up on the D-pad, and then I jump right after the third shot, and that pretty much perfectly times it so you can get through the door right after it unlocks and opens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That was kind of weird. He stepped forward instead of swiping at us. So the iframes didn't. That's something else. BT has long iframes. Most enemies and bosses in this game don't really have iframes, but BT has long iframes, so you need to kind of stagger your shots a bit. I forgot to mention that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shot too fast. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. If you're too far left, he'll step forward like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Man, I'm just doing this really badly. I'm sorry. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We'll get it. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why we're taking damage there. I'm doing something wrong, obviously. Oh, that was weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I guess I'm just not far left enough. You can also crouch. I just have trouble with that. 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna save state here. So BT is gonna disappear. Then you hold shoot. Run after the second shot. Hold angle up on the D-pad. And then you can just jump through the door. We're getting crap drops every time. If you're afraid that you're not going to get enough, you can delay your shots a bit. And that will help you get more drops. There we go. Anyway, that was a crap show. But that's generally how I approach the fight. Okay. Okay. Next, land, arm pump, angle up, shoot. Open the door early. Jump on through. Run on through. This room, you want to arm pump, ledge grab here, then ledge grab here. And then we're going to talk about Alcatraz. So what most people do is they wall jump up the left side. They'll do a wall jump here, and then here, and then here, and then they'll morph up and through. The way that this morph works is really deceptive because it looks a lot harder than it is. Out of a wall jump, I'm going to show you this. Out of a wall jump, you just push down one time, and Samus will automatically morph as long as you're still holding jump. Okay? You don't need to press down twice. So what that means is this input at the top here is really just a jump and a single down press. holding jump. So the only really hard part about Alcatraz is knowing how to do wall jumps. That's really it. That's kind of the key for a lot of people. The faster version of this is to do it from the right side, but it's only frames faster. And it kind of changes how you do this, because instead of being a wall jump, and then another normal wall jump, you're doing a wall jump, and then a continuous wall jump, where what that means is that you're not turning around for this last wall jump. You're just kind of you're wall jumping off of this wall and then pressing jump again to do another wall jump at the top. And again, this this strat, the right side strat, is only frames faster than left side, so really just do whatever is comfortable for you. Like even Zosta's left side, I think. Okay. And that's Alcatraz, honestly. I know it looks hard, and a lot of people struggle with it when they first start running this game, but it is really basic. It's one of those things where once it clicks, you'll almost never miss it. So, hopefully you can get it to click for you, you know, faster rather than sooner rather than later, but it's really just mainly just wall jumps and a down press. Can you do that with only 2 wall jumps? No. So that's what happens if you try and do it with only 2. You're just a little short. Looks like you can if you do this one higher and further, but you're also likely to bonk right there if you try and do that. The other thing is that you're losing a lot of vertical speed doing that, so it's almost definitely not faster, and it's way more risky. I am curious though, so. Yeah, so that's about 15 frames slower than doing it this way. All right, next up. So once you're out of here, you want to unmorph immediately. Run immediately so you don't get hit by the screes. Arm pump. Avoid pumping on this downward slope right here. Jump across this little gap here. Do a mock ball, lay a bomb. Roll through, and you can either unmorph immediately or unmorph a little bit late. We're going to talk about entering Terminator here. So depending on how you enter Terminator, your strat's going to change. We'll start with the normalized setup. So the normalized setup for Terminator involves bonking the door, like that. You probably didn't see a door bonk, but we bonked the door. Assuming that you bonk the door, what you want to do is you want to hold shoot and run, shoot and left, shoot, dash, and left here, okay? Then you want to hold angle down once you reach this mushroom thing right here. What that will do is it will normalize so that all 3 of these gamers that would normally be in your way get shot and killed. Okay? If you just hold angle down straight out of the door, that will happen. So you want to delay your angle down press. The mushroom doesn't actually have anything to do with it, it's just a cue that I like to use. Once you've cleared this 3rd gamer, then you want to select missiles, And on this next mushroom right here, there are these little stems that stick out of each side. Okay. You want to shoot a missile on this one that's sticking out on the right here. Okay. So we're gonna kill the gamers. 1, 2, 3. Select missiles. And then what I do is I deselect missiles and shoot again, and then reselect missiles. So what that is it's a shoot, item select, shoot sequence. Okay, did you see that? Now we have missiles selected. And then we shoot another missile after collecting the energy tank, and that will kill the last waver there. And then you want to deselect missiles again after that. So after the energy tank, I push shoot and then item select one more time. Like that. All right. Okay. Now let's talk about if you don't bonk the door. If you don't bonk the door, this changes things a little bit. Zenny, you said never to arm pump down slopes. Well, I kinda lied. Kinda. These slopes are safe as long as you're not underneath the mushrooms. The mushrooms have steeper slopes than the rest of the room. So arm pumping on a downward slope is only dangerous if the slope is too steep, and these slopes are not too steep. So the fast way through this room, if you don't bonk the door, is to arm pump, shoot this gamer, and then what I do is I delay just a little bit, shoot, delay, shoot twice, and then shoot 3 more times. Shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. See, I'm not perfect at it either. We're gonna mess this up a lot probably right now. Yeah. Then you select missiles, and you want to shoot 2 missiles lined up with this top stem and this second stem right here. That will kill both of the waivers, and then this one will drop you nothing because he's a freaking jerk face. That's a 2% chance that he drops nothing, by the way. And then you run through. Yeah, so Omni, optimally you would want to arm pump. The thing is, if you bonk the door, it changes the position of the waivers. And I don't know what the normalized setup for the waivers is. So if I bonk, I just figure I'll go with the safe strat anyway. The other thing about bonking, there is a situation sometimes where you'll want to bonk on purpose, and that's if you're not full on missiles. Oops. Reason being that way you can collect a drop from the first gamer here. And if that waiver happens to not drop a missile for you, like let's say that missile didn't exist, just pause and wait. Wait for the second waiver. Because like I said, it's a 2% chance that it won't drop anything. So you're very, very likely to get what you're looking for if you just wait. And that covers Terminator. Okay. Alright, hopefully that's helpful. All right. This room's pretty basic. Yes, not bonking the door is faster. That is true. But if you're not full on missiles, you want to be full on missiles. So in that case, you would want to bonk the door so you can get the drop from the first gamer to get full on missiles. Okay. Pirates. So, for this room in KPDR, you just want to run through the pirates. You also want to make sure that you shoot them. Shooting the pirates is slightly faster. I don't really know how to best explain why, other than just to say that it gives Samus a little more run speed. And especially the first pirate, if you shoot it, it will kind of deboost Samus down onto the ground earlier, so that she can start running earlier. So we're getting like 730s, basically. $725. Okay, now we're not going to shoot the pirates at all. $751. So shooting the pirates is definitely really good. Make sure you shoot the pirates. Okay? And that's literally it for that room. Just back and forth, do small spin jumps around the corners, shoot the pirates, and that's it. This room, you want to arm pump the whole time. Jump when you reach this mushroom over the Kago, jump over the Kago. Jump when you reach this mushroom over the Kago. Try not to bonk right here. It's pretty tight. I bonk right there all the freaking time. And then stop on a dime and go down the elevator. And that is it for part 1 of the KPDR tutorial. I do not recommend jump aim down, no. I think I used to. And it's not bad necessarily, it just makes it harder to shoot the door. And you lose a couple frames to landing later and stuff like that, so. Okay. Yeah, so that covers part 1 of the KPDR tutorial. Thanks for watching that. I appreciate it. Next time we will talk about Brinstar. Probably Brinstar and Kraid, grabbing Varia and then going to Upper Norfair. That'll probably be part 2. I haven't fully decided how I'm breaking these up yet. But yeah, I want to get this out there. I want to put it out there as a resource for people that are wanting to learn this game, and you know, KPDR is very approachable. Any percent classic. It's very approachable as far as first starting out running this game. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. And I'm gonna end the tutorial now and do something else, so thanks.